Hello and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we create content that helps you understand, navigate, and improve various aspects of your life. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. We value your feedback and engagement. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's sensitive yet essential topic. Are you worried your marriage might not last? This is a question many people try to dodge, but it's crucial to confront such fears for the wellness of your relationship. Today, we are a bold step to tackle this delicate matter, to unravel the vital indicators that might suggest that a marriage is probably standing on trembling grounds. It's not a topic that brings joy to anyone, but ignoring it could result in even more heartache. We believe that knowledge is power, and by acknowledging these warning signs, perhaps we can take necessary steps to prevent our relationships from crumbling. To provide us with this crucial knowledge, we've sought the wisdom of a group of professionals who've seen it all. Divorce lawyers. They are the ones who have seen the dissolution of myriad relationships, and they have been privy to the patterns that lead to couples parting ways. They've observed countless hours of confrontation, heartache, and despair, and they've seen the aftermath of poorly handled disagreements. They've witnessed the strains of financial stress, infidelity, and a breakdown in communication among couples. These professionals have seen the impact of neglected needs and unfulfilled expectations, and they've what happens when individual growth is stifled in a relationship. And now, they've agreed to share their profound insights and experiences with us. They will guide us through the labyrinth of relationship breakdowns, pointing out the signs that can often go unnoticed until it's too late. Our exploration will focus not only on the negative aspects, but also the potential remedies. We will also touch on preventive measures and how couples can strive to avoid these pitfalls to fortify marriage bonds. Together, let's delve bravely into these signs and their potential implications. Let's learn to read between the lines and spot the symptoms before they escalate into irreparable damage. Let's arm ourselves with invaluable knowledge and wisdom to safeguard and strengthen our relationships. Let's see if we can learn something to safeguard our relationships. Sign 1, grim silence. That's right, it's silence we're talking about. We often think of dramatic breakdowns and heated arguments as signs of relationship troubles, but what if the most sign is something as quiet as silence? Arguments occur in any relationship. It's a part of human nature to have disagreements, and these can even be healthy at times. They allow us to voice our thoughts, express our feelings, and understand each other better. However, when these disagreements culminate in the silent treatment, it's a significant red flag that something is awry. Divorce coach Jason Lavoie presents this concept a simple and direct manner. He says, "Arguing is fine, keeping silent is not." It's a powerful statement that many of us may overlook. When expressions, disagreements, and conversations are replaced with silence, it typically signifies that a storm is brewing. Silence in this context is not golden, rather it's a chilling forecast of an impending storm. Communication is much like a bridge. It connects hearts, enabling a free flow of thoughts, feelings, and shared experiences. It allows us to empathize with our partner, understand their perspective, and build a strong bond based on trust and respect. However, when this bridge collapses due to consistent silence, it's often a precursor for resentment. A collapsed bridge leaves both individuals stranded on their own islands of thoughts, making it difficult to reach out and connect. Resentment takes root in such situations, silently growing and slowly poisoning the relationship from within. It's a destructive force that can ruin even the most beautiful relationships. However, it's essential to remember that communication is the key to resolution. It's the antidote to the poison of resentment. Rebuilding the bridge of communication can heal the wounds and make the relationship stronger. Therefore, it's crucial to remember communication is the key to resolution. Silence only breeds resentment. Moving on to the next sign, a struggling sex life. When it comes to the dynamics of love and marriage, physical intimacy is more than just a mere component. It stands as an integral part of the relationship, woven into the fabric of couples' lives. It's a language in itself, a beautiful dialect spoken between two bodies, expressing emotions and affection in a nonverbal manner. It's a conduit for connection, bridging the gap between two individuals, making them feel closer and more attuned to other. This facet of a relationship is also often perceived as a vessel of validation. It provides a sense of acceptance and worth, a reaffirmation that you are loved, desired, and cherished. When this crucial aspect of a relationship starts to dwindle, It doesn't just signify a lack of physical, it's often an alarm bell, a warning signal, suggesting that there may be deeper underlying issues at play. These issues may range from emotional disconnect, stress, health concerns, to lack of time or growing apart. It's a symptom of something more profound, something that needs to be addressed for the relationship to prosper. Conversations about physical needs can be difficult, they can be uncomfortable, but they are absolutely necessary. It's vital to communicate openly about these needs, to understand and empathize with your partner. Understanding the importance of physical intimacy is the first step. Implementing into your relationship, maintaining it consistently, and addressing any issues directly is a task that requires patience, understanding, and love. This not only improves the physical aspect of the relationship, but also strengthens emotional bonds. Remember, physical intimacy is not just about pleasure, it's about connection and bonding. Sign 3. Having nothing in common. It's not about sharing every hobby or interest, but the absence of shared experiences or similar lifestyle preferences can create a divide. Indeed, it can lead to growing apart without even realizing it. Consider this: if one person in the relationship lives for outdoor adventures, always looking for the next adrenaline rush, the highest peak to conquer, or exploring uncharted territories, they might find the quiet solace of a library dull. If they are always out, holding climbing gear, dirt-streaked and flushed with the excitement of a new discovery, they might yearn for a partner who shares the same. Now, envision the other person as a lover of quiet solitude. They find joy in the comforting crackle of a fireplace, the scent of a new book, or the intricate world woven by words. They are happiest when they are curled up with a book, lost in the labyrinth of imaginations, savoring the eloquence of the written words, and relishing the calmness of their surroundings. They might yearn for a partner who understands the joy of quiet contemplation. In a relationship, this disparity in lifestyle can lead to a significant divide. Each person might start feeling misunderstood, neglected, or even isolated. They might long for shared experiences, shared laughter, and shared dreams. The lack of commonalities can make it hard to relate to each other, to understand one another's needs, passions, and desires. As time goes on, this can lead to a feeling of disconnect, of being on different paths. This mismatch can slowly erode the connection between partners. While true that dissimilar interests can spark some intrigue at first, it is the shared interests, experiences, and values that truly stitch relationships together. Remember, opposites might attract, but similarities sustain. Sign 4. Career takes precedence. When one partner consistently pushes their professional aspirations ahead of their personal commitments, it becomes a cause for concern. The delicate balance that sustains a relationship is slowly but surely perturbed. It's an issue that gnaws on the harmony of the couple, creating an imbalance that's increasingly hard to ignore. As divorce coach and seasoned attorney Christian Denman from Tampa, Florida, insightfully puts it, although people often don't find this a problem at first, it gradually becomes a prickling issue. The initial years of this prioritization might seem harmless, even attractive, building a facade of a partner who is driven and ambitious. But as time passes, the charm wears off. It starts becoming a cause for friction, the neglected partner feeling left out and ignored. Each passing year, each missed anniversary, each forgotten date starts to chip away at the relationship. The neglected partner feels a growing sense of dissatisfaction, a sense of being second priority. It begins to weigh heavily on their hearts, causing hurt that is hard to heal. It starts to break down the trust, the bond that holds the couple together. The message here is unequivocal. A persisting career-first mentality can lead to a marital breakdown. In any relationship, and respect for each other's commitments is crucial. But when one partner starts consistently putting their career first, it undermines the essence of companionship and togetherness that a marriage stands for. Ignoring the needs of the relationship for career progression can lead to deep-rooted issues that are difficult to mend. Balance, they say, is the name of the game in life, and it most certainly applies to marriage too. It's the tightrope walk between professional commitment and personal connection that makes a marriage thrive. Striking that balance is the key to a successful and fulfilling relationship. Sign 5. Expressing love differently. Love, that sweet four-letter word, isn't always communicated in the same way between partners. It's a dynamic, complex emotion that can manifest itself in a multitude of ways. Understanding these diverse methods of expressing love can be essential in maintaining a healthy relationship. For instance, some individuals may choose to communicate their love through thoughtful actions. These might include gestures such as cooking a favorite meal, running an errand without being asked, or surprising them with a small gift. These actions, although seemingly trivial, can speak volumes about the depth of their affection. On the other hand, there are those who may prefer verbal affirmations as their primary means of communicating love. These individuals believe strongly in the power of words. They constantly their partner of their love through sweet nothings, grand declarations, or even simple everyday affirmations like "I you" or "I appreciate you." There are also those who express love through physical touch. For them, a gentle caress, a warm hug, or a passionate kiss is their main language of love. They find these physical affirmations both comforting and affirming of their partner's affection. This varying manifestation of love is encapsulated in the concept of love languages. When these expressions of love mismatch, misunderstandings can brew. One might feel unloved simply because their partner is speaking a love language they don't quite comprehend. This palpable disconnect can cause of unease and dissatisfaction within the relationship. Understanding and respecting your partner's love language is fundamental to nurturing your bond. By learning their preferred method of expressing love, you can ensure both your emotional needs are met, leading to a more fulfilling, balanced relationship. Sign 6. Lack of honesty about money matters. The state of your financial transparency is indicative of the overall health of your marriage. Trust, a critical component in any relationship, becomes paramount when financial matters are concerned. If there is a lack of honesty or transparency between you and your spouse when it comes to financial matters, it might be a sign of an issue that needs to be addressed. Marriage is a partnership, and in any partnership, the flow of information is crucial for the relationship to function properly. Money matters are no different. Money can often be a source of stress and conflict in relationships, and lack of transparency can only escalate these issues. It's important to openly discuss and plan financial matters, which requires both partners to be honest and forthcoming. Whether you maintain separate bank accounts or a basic level of transparency should exist. It's not about tracking every penny, but about having an understanding of each other's financial behaviors and habits. This understanding forms the backbone of trust, which is essential in a marriage. Secrecy in financial matters can sow seeds of mistrust, leading to disputes or even severing ties. It hampers the path towards achieving shared financial goals, such as buying a house or planning for retirement. Lack of can also hinder efforts to manage financial crises or unexpected expenses, causing further strain on the relationship. A financially transparent marriage helps build trust, relieve stress, and create a sense of security. It ensures both partners are on the same page and working towards the same financial goals. It serves as a pillar of stability and fosters a more harmonious relationship. Always remember, trust is the foundation of a strong relationship, and honesty is as vital in money matters as it is in personal matters. Sign 7. Disdaining each other. This is indeed a monumental one, often underscoring the health of any relationship, be it personal or professional. The very foundation of any relationship rests on the pillars of mutual respect. It's those little moments of mutual acknowledgement and recognition that cement the bond between two individuals. When you start to see insignificant actions like eye-rolling, demeaning comments, or any display of disrespect, it's important to recognize them for what they are, warning signs. They serve as harbingers, signifying that all is not well in the relationship. These subtle cues speak volumes about the dynamics of a relationship and can often be of deeper underlying issues. From the bustling city of Chicago, relationship expert Karen Covey provides a clear perspective on this issue. She elucidates, these behaviors, however trivial they may seem, are crystal clear indicators that a relationship is on shaky grounds. They signal the lack of mutual admiration, a crucial element for any relationship to thrive. It is indispensable to respect and appreciate each other, to acknowledge the differences without outright rejection. Always remember, respect is not confined to grandiose actions or dramatic declarations. It is something as simple as acknowledging your partner's viewpoint, validating their feelings, or appreciating their efforts. It manifests itself in the everyday interactions, the small moments that we often tend to. It's the seemingly insignificant gestures that culminate into a healthy relationship over time. Therefore, let's reiterate, respect is the cornerstone of a healthy relationship. It's the invisible thread that ties two hearts together, creating an unshakable bond, ensuring the longevity and vitality of any relationship. Sign 8. Never arguing. It may seem counterintuitive, but never arguing can be a clear sign of a deteriorating relationship. The absence of disagreements might initially seem like a positive aspect, but it's a clear indication of suppressed emotions and an unresolved issues. Many partners, in their earnest quest to avoid any form of conflict or disagreement, tend to ignore and brush off what truly irritates them or causes them discomfort. They might believe that by doing so, they are maintaining peace and harmony. But this approach of sweeping issues under the rug, however well-intentioned, only leads to growing resentment. It results in a buildup of suppressed emotions that could explode at time, causing more harm than good. It's like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. The issues that were once minor and manageable could become a major problem if left unresolved. Communication is of paramount importance in any relationship. It's vital in any relationship to express your concerns, to articulate what's truly going on. This doesn't mean that you should pick a fight over every minor disagreement, but rather, it's about standing up for what you believe and expressing your feelings in a respectful manner. Remember, a healthy argument can actually be constructive, paving the way for improved understanding and deeper connection. It can act as a bridge, facilitating better communication and mutual respect. It helps in clearing out any misunderstandings and misconceptions, thereby strengthening the bond and enhancing the relationship. Arguments are not always a sign of negativity. They can also signify the presence of passion and the willingness to fight for the relationship. Therefore, it's essential to realize that healthy arguments can indeed be constructive, fostering better understanding and ultimately leading to an improved relationship. So these are the 8 signs your marriage may be in trouble. The first sign is the silence that chills. This is more than just a quiet moment. It's a deliberate cold shoulder that seems to freeze the air around you. It's the absence of conversation. The lack of interaction creates an icy barrier between you two. This silence is deafening, and it's a clear indication that something is wrong. The second sign is the disconnect in the bedroom. It's more than just a lack of physical intimacy. It's about the emotional distance that gradually creeps in, creating a void that's hard to fill. This disconnect can stem from a myriad, including unresolved disagreements, stress, or even miscommunication. The third sign is the lifestyle gap. This is when your interests, hobbies, and daily routines differ to such an extent that they start creating a chasm between you two. When you no longer share common activities, when your worlds start drifting apart, it becomes a reason for concern. The fourth sign is your career taking precedence over your relationship. When work becomes more important than your spouse, when deadlines take priority over dates, it's a sign that your marriage might be in peril. The fifth sign is mismatched love languages. If one of you is all about words of affirmation and the other only understands acts of service, there's bound to be communication breakdown. The sixth sign is financial secrecy. If one partner is hiding debts, assets, or even income, it can lead to mistrust and suspicion, eroding the foundation of your marriage. The seventh sign is disrespectful behavior. If criticism, contempt, or stonewalling have become commonplace in your interactions, a red flag. The eighth sign is suppressed arguments. If disagreements are swept under the rug rather than resolved, it can create resentment and unhappiness. Each sign is a call to action, a nudge to introspect and communicate. Ignoring these signs can lead to an unhappy ending. But remember, recognizing the problem is the first step towards finding a solution. Thank you all for spending your time with us today. We hope this video has shed some light on the silent signs that your marriage might need some attention. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to let us know. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel for more insightful videos. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so feel free to share in the comments below. Until next time, take care of your relationships and remember, communication is key. See you in our next video.